Okay, this is me again. I only have time for a very short video, and what's what I wanted to say. I would like to show you guys how to download YouTube videos without any trouble. Because if you watch these videos and people put the monetary stuff on, you get advertisement, and you most likely do not like to hear this over and over again, the same advertisement. It's something like Yosh, and if you know about Linux, blah 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 blah, and you hear it all the time. So I will not switch on monetary stuff, and I would like to show you guys how to do this. So the way I start, that's my Waterfox. So that's a playlist here, right? So I'll just right click on it and say copy link location. It's a big list, however. So then you type YouTube, let me go down, YouTube-DL space, then comes these, what's it called, I forgot the name of it, columns, whatever, these 2-inch signs or feet, the inch sign on the top. What I usually do is, let me put this away, so I type this and then I go and put these 2-inch signs here, then I put the mouse one step back, right? And not the mouse, the cursor. One step back, and then I go to my playlist, which I want. Doesn't matter which I want. Create your own. I called one in my other account temp. Then I go copy link. Then I go here, and then I just go and say paste. See, now that link from the playlist is in between these 2-inch signs, right? And the 2-inch signs is telling YouTube-DL that this one is a playlist. Because if you don't do this, it will only load the first video of your playlist. Because if you don't have the 2-inch signs, have everything inside these 2-inch signs, it sees everything as a single YouTube video. So there are lots of tips and tricks how you can download only audio out of it. But I go into this in another video because I do not have too much time in the moment. I will try to make daily videos, and I kind of spoke with Calculate, and they would love to see some in German too. So that's now, I have to do them in German too, and I will do this because I would like to help out. As I said, it's my time to pay back to the community, right? Community helped me so many years, so now I've got to help back. Alright, so I will make Calculate YouTube videos in English with my accent, and I will make them in German too. And I hope we get more and more people interested in Calculate, because I do truly believe it's worthwhile doing it. It's a well-maintained, nice, good-looking, functioning, stable, reliable, rolling release distro based on Gentoo. Okay, so now you know how to do the YouTube video downloads, right? The good thing is, as I said, Gentoo is Calculate is based on Gentoo. It is a rolling release, because YouTube is changing so much that often you will find, if you have a Ubuntu based on long-term support based distro, then you will find that the YouTube-DL might be outdated and it can't do the job anymore. So you would need to update that too somehow. There might be a repo or whatever you can add. No worries in Calculate Linux, it will be updated automatically, so you will always have the latest version running on YouTube-DL. And that's a very nice tool, it's very good, and in my experience it's always going for the highest resolution. So if I had people, when I downloaded a video in 4K, it came down in 4K. It didn't do it in 1080 or 720p. It did it in the highest resolution available, and that's okay with me. Because if it's too big and my little media center is struggling, then I just used Handbrake. And with Handbrake, I'll make an extra video. I think where I'll go a little bit more in detail, because as I said, this is just a quick one. Maybe a little bit outlook of what's about to come. So I will show you guys how to download these videos and then how to go from there if they are too big, right? So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So as I said, Handbrake comes as well. It easily comes here with Calculate Linux in the Gentoo repository. Very nice, very great, everything, good tools to work with. If you want to download videos from YouTube, that's the way to do it. And if they're in a format which is maybe too much demanding of your hardware, then just go get Handbrake and then you can change it. See, I got mine sending here on fast 1080p with 30 frames. And you just choose your open source, like what's on a Let's Play, use this, right? And then you have to have, here it goes, title, and you have to have it in a different folder, otherwise you have trouble, can't do it. So then you choose here, like I would just choose this here. There's tons of options what you would like. If you have a device like an iPod or something, or Android, you can make it right for this too. So if you use, for example, Plex, and you want to have different versions so that you don't have to transcode everything all the time, then you just make a second version of it and you use Handbrake. I must say Handbrake is converting very fast. It's very nice to see. I like it a lot. And yeah, let me see, what did I open up in OpenShot Creation? So, you know what, I just push the button here, so it goes in a moment in a video folder here, right? My destination is a video folder. And now I just press encoding, and my video, as you can see it, overwrite, yeah, overwrite, doink. So this is what it does. It runs quite quick on fast 30. You see it's cropping very little out of this video. Where is it? What time does it say here? So it's 17 minutes and 31 seconds, which is long in my opinion. Average frames is 31 frames. It's encoding in a moment. So it would take me around 13 minutes. And that's I do this on a laptop, right? So this is not a powerful PC. Having said this, I've showed you guys how to get HTOP. Genius. It is an i7 CPU. It doesn't run on the full power an i7 CPU can run, because it's a mobile CPU for a laptop, right? So what you see, all threads or cores are running here on full power. It's doing a good job. I like it a lot. And I could cancel this too, because I really don't need it. But you see, it's not slow. It's doing a good job. Frame rate is going up. It goes between 30. Now we have 33 frames in the average, and then of course time goes low. But what it does a good job. It converts it everything. I haven't noticed quality differences. I even tried very fast 1080p 30, and I have a 52-inch TV. So if I sit right in front of it, I could see a tiny difference in the quality. But fast 1080 looks totally fine to me. I converted a 4K file, and I could not see too much of a difference. I must say my TV is only 1080p, and as I said, quality is good. Handbrake is doing a good job. It's a free tool. It has tons of presets. You see, you can just use one and choose what you want. Matroska, then you have devices. As I said, here's Android, Apple, and Apple TVs, the usual Chromecast, Fire TV, PlayStation, Roku. I got Roku. Oh, but I don't have surround sound, that's what I not need. And then web, it's for Gmail, large, medium, small. So it has lots of nice, very functioning, good functioning and good quality, balanced presets which you can use. So it's a nice tool to do it. I stop it now. It could be because I'm recording that this finish current then stop. No, see, that's nice. If you want to interrupt, you can say finish current after the stop. And cancel current and stop. That's what I want. Oink. Off it goes, because you can have a list, and then I would encode the whole list for you if you go open source instead of open file, right? Yeah, that's what you can do with your videos. And just in case, there is something called, I think I have it installed already, OpenShot. Here it goes. That is, I hope I don't get the message here now with hide the tutorial. Here it goes, right? So that is OpenShot. And then you just drop your video here, then you can put it on a track. You have 4 tracks, as you can see. And then you can move this around, cut stuff left, right, whatever you want, or just save the audio. That's a little bit more powerful than Handbrake, but Handbrake is the quick convert. Yeah, put the file in, push the button, forget it. It will be done. And OpenShot is more a video editor, which has more functions and kind of a different job, right? So that's how you cut your videos. That's what I use usually if I use replays for War Thunder or something like that. And most of the time I have to kind of redo them here somewhere. And that's what I'm going to do, because like in World of Tanks, if you want to switch to the game stats, then I use that usually. So to cut out waiting times while the program is switching from replay to starts and back to the game and stuff like that. So YouTube-DL, that's your YouTube downloader. Make sure it's always updated, that you have the latest, because YouTube is changing stuff, so you have difficulties downloading it. I'm not a big fan anymore from Firefox add-ons. There are some YouTube downloaders, but you will get spam and stuff like that, and they use a different website, and that is like worse than collecting clicks, right? They're even checking the files you're downloading and you're converting. So that's a no-go to me too. Not that this is a crime or difficult or whatsoever, but I don't want everybody to know. Why do they need to know this? There's no need for it. Nobody has to spy on you, and there's no justification for doing so. And if they say like, oh yeah, we need this to work on our transcoder and stuff like, forget about it. No, you don't need it. Just get every file you want, work around with them, make your codec work with that, and this is it. You don't have to spy on thousands of people. Yeah, you see, I get always carried away. If I talk about spying, I get really, really angry. I had a message on one of my videos where somebody told me that someone tried with Wirecheck or Wireshark or whatever it's called, and he switched off all 13 private settings from Windows 10, and it still was sending data to Microsoft servers and stuff like that. So that just tells you, if people would have just denied the EULA from Windows 10, then this wouldn't be possible. And I can't understand from the government that they let things like this happen. I mean, yeah, maybe the NSA welcomes this, but it's easier. There are tons of backdoors in Windows 10. So, I don't know. I'm just against it. So, no go. You don't spy on me. So, can't have it. I'm tempted to, I mean, my Windows 10, what I have running here, I use it purely for games. Even the installer for the games I downloaded with Linux. There's no single private file, no documents, no pictures, nothing, no music, absolute nothing on my Windows 10. It's purely for what I had for games, because Armored Warfare, for example, I couldn't get it running on Linux in the moment. I told those people many times, can get something out that we can play it on Linux, right? If you want your game to run in the future, you need to make it running for Linux, because tons of people turning their back on Microsoft products. You pay money to get spied at, what the heck, right? However, so this is it. Even every time I give you some little news like that I have to do these videos, or that I'm going to do some videos in German, I will always have them in English too, of course. I try to give you some useful things like this YouTube-DL and Handbrake. Handbrake is old and still good, and I can only recommend it. The other video editor I used is called OpenShot. You can get them installed here, of course, from calculator from the repository from Gentoo, which just goes in, very nice, gets updated, gets always updated. And if other people need it, you can get it on an app image. With app images, as long as they don't ask you for a sudo password, but I have to work this out. It just needs something what I'm missing. But that's another video, so I'm not telling you too much because I have trouble to express that, right? Okay, so this is it. You want YouTube videos downloading, so you just go YouTube-DL, download this from Portal, and that's what I use here. Or you can type that in and say emerge, right? You can do the same thing, but I like to look, so I always can see if there is something. Look, emerge, talking and, oh dear me, YouTube-DL, there it is. So I wonder what I get if I say YouTube Viewer, MPS YouTube. So there's more stuff, YouTube Player and Downloader. Haven't had a look into this, because for me YouTube-DL always works very nice. It's totally nice. I might have to have a look, maybe with you guys together, into MPS YouTube Player and Downloader. We'll see what it does, but in the moment I like on a command line on a terminal YouTube-DL, and then 2-inch signs. In the inch signs you put your playlist link in it, and you get the whole playlist downloaded. So no hassle, no trouble. You don't use the inch signs. You will have just the first video of the playlist, or just a single video downloaded. Okay, so that's what it is. And yes, these videos will be available in German, and use Handbrake for quick, fast conversion. If you have to do more, then you can use OpenShot. So these are very nice tools. Alright, this is it now, guys. Hope this video was informative, at least a little bit. And yeah, every time I have to talk about privacy, just scratch it, my hair is standing up. I just can't believe what's going on. As I said, we're living in an upside down world. Hold tight on your seat. And that's why the hair stands up, right? It's just hanging down. Okay, so this is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. And I have to think of something what I can do short, because this week till Sunday, Sunday included, I have very little time. So I try to do little things like YouTube downloader, which I think is very helpful to know. Okay, guys, so you don't have to put add-ons on which spam you with stuff and spy on you. No need to do that. Get YouTube-DL, and it's so easy to download your stuff. As you see here in blue, I'm in my videos folder, and then I created a YouTube folder, and that's where I download my YouTube stuff. And then I go just in here, where is it? Video, and then I go in YouTube, and then here it is, right? So, and then I use this file and copy it somewhere else on my media center, so that I can watch it on TV. Duran. Yeah. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube direct, so whatever you want. As I said, I will not switch on monetizing things, so that you don't get bugged and pested with advertisements endless. So I hope that stays that way, that you can watch these videos without any advertisement. Because what is too much is too much, right? Okay, this is it. I get carried away, guys. Hope to see you soon, and have a good day. Hope it helped. Comments would be nice if you like that. If you like things like YouTube-DL, these little tiny tools which can do a big job, right? Okay, let me know, subscribe, come back. Okay, bye bye, guys.